Hello, my dear student. Welcome to the subject name is business law, and today we are going to study a very important topic, that is breach of the contract. In the last session, we have discussed about the discharge of the contract, and in the discharge, we have studied about the mode of discharge. And in the mode of discharge, we have studied about the breach of contract. We can say that through the breach of the contract, we can discharge the contract. And in this particular session, we will discuss about the breach of the contract. Means how we can, what is mean by the breach of the contract, and we will discuss about its types, and also we'll discuss about what are the remedies available for the breach of the contract. Now let's start with the meaning part. Breach of the contract means, we can also call it as break down the contract rules and regulation. It means that, meaning that if a party refer to fail perform his respective obligations, the breach of contract could take place. Whenever the party or the offer and acceptance party fail to perform its respective obligation, means both party, offer and acceptance party, both party does not able to perform their respective obligation, duties and promises. When the party does not fulfill their responsibilities, then this is a basically the breach of contract will take place. तो यहाँ पर जब भी दोनों parties अपने promises, अपनी obligations और अपनी जो भी duties होती है contract की, उसे fulfill नहीं कर पाते, उन्हें fail to perform his obligations, then this is a breach of contract. और breach of contract से हमारा contract जो होता है वो end हो जाता है, and discharge of contract take place. So breach of contract is basically a reason of the discharge of the contract. Discharge of contract में बेसिकली इसमें रीजन होता है ब्रीच ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि अगर ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा तो इट मीन्स द एंड ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज बेसिकली टर्मिनेटेड. तो breach of contract हम we are going to study in this particular session. Now we can say that when the when the party due to the intentionally or by mistake do not fulfill their promises, जब कोई contract होता है and the both party intentionally or you can say by mistake do not fulfill their promises, obligations and the duties in the contract, and this breach of contract is take place. तो दोनों हो सकता है, maybe it could be a reason of intentionally or maybe the reason of mistakenly, unavoidance reason or unintentionally they do not able to fulfill their promises. In such circumstances breach of contract take place. We can say that when a promise or the agreement is broken by any party, we can call it as breach of contract. तो जब भी दोनों parties अपने जो contract की agreement होते हैं, promises होते हैं, obligations होते हैं, उसे broke down कर देते हैं, means do not fulfill their respective obligations. तो यहाँ पर क्या होता है, बेसिकली इट कॉल्ड एज ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ब्रेक हो जाता है, और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जब भी whenever the contract is break or breach, it is basically leads to a situation that is known as discharge of the contract. जब भी हम breach of contract पढ़ते हैं तो we can say that in a short term, in a short way, that when the other of the party does not keep their end of the agreement or does not fulfill their obligations as per the terms of the contract, this is the breach of the contract. अपने टर्म्स एंड अकॉर्डिंग जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन होते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के, उसके अकॉर्डिंग जब भी पार्टीज अपनी promises को fulfill नहीं करते as per the rules and terms and condition of the contract, this is a condition leads to a breach of the contract. तो breach of contract हो जाता है and breach of contract lead to a discharge of the contract. तो contract का discharge हो जाएगा, means contract terminate हो जाएगा, end हो जाएगा. In the breach of the contract there are two parties involved. दो parties involved होती है breach of contract में, aggrieved party and the culprit party. As you know that two parties involved in a contract, offer and acceptance party involved होती है, offer and acceptance party involved होती है, and but in a breach of contract the two parties involved, that is a aggrieved and culprit party. But it means that whenever we make a contract, तो यहाँ पर अगर if one party, if the acceptance party is not fulfilling their respective obligations, यहाँ पर जो party अपनी रूल अपने obligations को, those party who are not going to do their respective obligations in respect of the contract, अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में वो अपने काम को, अपने रिस्पेक्टिव ऑब्लिगेशन को फुलफिल नहीं करेगी, दिस पार्टी इज नोन एज कल्प्रिट पार्टी, बिकॉज दिस पार्टी इज not doing their promises as per the contract. तो अपने contract के हिसाब से वो काम नहीं कर रही है, that by is mean this is basically a culprit party. Culprit party basically make the laws to the other parties by their action. वो अपने actions को के थ्रू दूसरी पार्टी को लॉस करती है, मीन्स नॉट फुलफिलिंग देयर ऑब्लिगेशंस रिगार्डिंग द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, दैट्स व्हाई दिस पार्टी इज नोन एज कल्प्रिट पार्टी. तो एग्रीव पार्टी कौन होती है? एग्रीव पार्टी बेसिकली द पार्टी हु इनकर्ड द लॉस. जब भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है और जब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में होता है तो बेसिकली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में जिस पार्टी दोज पार्टी हु बेसिकली इनकर्ड द लॉस ड्यू टू द ब्रीच ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, दिस पार्टी इज नोन एज एग्रीव पार्टी. एंड दिस पार्टी इज बेसिकली also called as, you can say that, loss occurrence party, or you can say the party who is innocent. तो जो पार्टी को लॉस होता है due to the culprit party, this party is known as aggrieved party. And this is basically a party who have a complaint regarding the breach of contract. जिसको complain होता है breach of contract, जिसको loss होता है, जिसको complaining होती है, तो उसको aggrieved party बोलते हैं. Now this is all about the meaning part and the type of parties involved in a breach of the contract. Now moving towards the type of breach of contract. तो basically we are going to study about the breach of contract कि कितने types होते हैं. Basically there are the two types in a breach of contract. The first one type is known as anticipatory breach, or you can say the second one is actual breach. तो breakdown जो contract का होता है वो दो तरीके से हो सकता है. It can be a two type, anticipatory breach and the actual breach. The first one is anticipatory. Anticipatory means futuristic. There are put two example. He is a shopkeeper and his shop is name is sweet shop, and he is basically a customer. तो यहाँ पर the customer is saying, hello sir, needs 50 kg sweet on a 15 March. The customer is ordering that 50 kg sweets 15 March को उसको sweet चाहिए, and the seller or the shopkeeper says, sure, we will deliver at your place. And the contract is formed between the customer and the shopkeeper. तो यहाँ पर contract हो गया that shopkeeper will provide at 50 kg sweets on the 15 March, and the customer will pay the amount to the shopkeeper. Now on the what happened after the 15 March को होता क्या है, एक्चुअल में जब परफॉर्मेंस का टाइम आता है, when at the time of the contract performance will happen, that time when the customer call to the shopkeeper on 1 March, but the delivery date is 15 March, means 14 days before. When the customer call to the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper say that we were not able to provide and deliver to the sweet to the agreed party. तो यहाँ पर इन्होंने कहा, basically the shopkeeper is saying to the customer that sorry sir, we are not able to provide you or delivered the sweet as we have agreed or as we have contracted. तो यहाँ पर basically क्या हो गया, breach of contract हो गया, means contract breach हो गया है from the side of shopkeeper, because shopkeeper totally deny that he will not able to provide a sweet to the customer. तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली क्या हो गया, 1 मार्च में ही पहले से ही डिसाइड हो गया, मीन्स बिफोर द डेट ऑफ द डिलीवरिंग the breach of contract is happen, and this contract is known as anticipatory. जब ये कोई contract पहले से before delivery date actual performance से पहले ही अगर कोई contract break होता है, that contract is known as anticipatory. And in a opposite sense, जब actual में जब date of performance के आती है, that time period of a time जब contract break होगा, that is known as actual month. means जब ये contract हुआ था 15 मार्च को, actual में जब 15 मार्च आएगा, and the shop and the customer call to the sweet man or the sweet shopkeeper, and he say no sir, I will not able to provide your sweet or 15 kg to your place. And that period of time में 15 मार्च में इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को हम एक्चुअल ब्रीच बोलेंगे. तो इट मीन्स अगर हमें पहले से कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ब्रेक हो जाता है बिफोर द डेट ऑफ द हैपनिंग ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, दिस इज एंटिसिपेटरी. एंड व्हेन द ब्रीच ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज टेकन प्लेस एट द टाइम ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के टाइम पर जब वो ब्रेक होता है, मीन्स व्हेन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्चुअली विल हैपन और विल परफॉर्म, दैट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नोन एज एक्चुअल ब्रीच. तो दिस इज बेसिकली टू टाइप्स ऑफ ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. नाउ मूविंग टुवर्ड द रेमेडीज मीन्स solution for the breach of the contract. If the parties is not fulfilling their respective obligation, and due to the party refused to perform his respective obligation, and that means that some loss is occur, and in order to provide a solution to such breach of the contract, there are the remedies are available under the Indian Contract Act 1872. इंडियन रेमेडीज प्रोवाइडेड है कि अगर कोई पर्सन ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करता है, मीन्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन को फॉलो नहीं करता है, ऑब्लिगेशन को फॉलो नहीं करता है, एंड ही इज नॉट रिफ्यूज टू परफॉर्म द रिस्पेक्टिव टास्क इन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, तो वो अपने काम को नहीं करता है, अपने टास्क को परफॉर्म नहीं करता है, तो उसने क्या क्या रेमेडीज किया कि सोल्यूशन अवेलेबल है टू द एग्रीव्ड पार्टी, मीन्स द इंजर्ड पार्टी, द पार्टी हु इज गोइंग टू इनकर द लॉस, जिस पार्टी को लॉस होता है वो पार्टी यहाँ पर they have some kind of remedy available under the breach of the contract, उसके पास उसके फेवर में कुछ रेमेडीज और कुछ सोल्यूशन अवेलेबल होते हैं. दिस रेमेडी वी विल गोइंग टू स्टडी. तो बिफोर स्टडी आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू व्हाट एग्जैक्टली मीन्स ऑफ suit. I'm putting the word that suit, and in many times I'm putting the word suit means can go for court and put case in the court. It means that aggrieved party can go to sue, means can put a case against the culprit party. तो जहाँ पर हमने ये कहा है बेसिकली यहाँ पर कोर्ट में जाके दे कैन रिसीव द सोल्यूशन, तो कोर्ट में जाके वो अपने स्यू कर सकता है केस अगेंस्ट द कल्प्रिट पार्टी. So this is the main aggrieved party can take a remedy under the breach of the contract. And now we are going to study one by one what are the main aggrieved party solution they have. The first solution as per the Indian Section Act 1865 may they have a provision to sue for rescission of the contract. Rescission of the contract means cancellation of the contract. Is means aggrieved party को ये right होता है कि वो रिसेशन अप्लाई कर सकती है, एंड sue for the recession means वो कोर्ट के थ्रू रिसेशन the party can gain a recession and can go for a recession by the court. It means cancel the court or take back the decision. It means that the party, when the one parties to a contract does not fulfill his obligations, जब कोई party not fulfill his obligation, then the other party means aggrieved party can rescind the contract and refuse to perform his obligation. Then the aggrieved party has a right that he can refuse his performance in the contract. तो वो अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को कैंसिल कर सकती है. ही हैज अ राइट टू कैंसिल द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. वो अपने काउंसिल को साफ मना कर सकती है कि बिकॉज अदर पार्टी हैज नॉट परफॉर्म देयर ऑब्लिगेशन, वो मना कर सकती है. एंड टेक बैक द डिसीजन, अपने जो भी उसकी डिसीजन है उसको टेक बैक कर सकती है. ही हैज अ राइट टू टेक बैक द डिसीजन and rescind the contract. Cause the contract, you can say that rescind the contract means cancel the contract, and the party who is aggrieved party is entitled to receive the damages and the compensation from the recession. तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली जो aggrieved party he can claim for the damages that he has occurred, और वो कैंसिल कर सकती है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को, एंड एज वेल एज ही ऑल्सो अप्लाई फॉर द डैमेजेस अंडर द sue for the recession. तो यहाँ पर दिस इज द फर्स्ट solution or the remedy the aggrieved party has, that he can go for, and the party can sue for the recession means cancel the contract and take back the decision and receive and apply for the damages that the aggrieved party occurred. Now the second option the aggrieved party has, that the party can sue for the damages. Definitely the loss incurred due to the breach of the contract, due to the one, we can say that under the section 73 clearly stated that party who has suffered, or since the other party has broken the promises, the other party means culprit party has broken the promises. This means that the aggrieved party can claim the compensation for the loss or the damages caused to the them in a normal course of business, and the aggrieved party can claim for the damages, or the damages they can claim for the claim from culprit party under the sue for the damages. इस एक्शन के through this section the aggrieved party can claim for the damages. Here the most important thing, the damages can be of two type. He can claim for a two type of damages if the damages amount is agreed already before the contract के time पर, or at the time of the contract they already agreed the amount due to the breach of the contract के breach होने पे they already decided the amount. That amount is known as liquidated damages. Means amount of the breach of the contract is already decided. This is means liquidated damages. And if the amount of the damages is decided by the court, अगर court damage को decide करेगी कि what the damages and कोर्ट के द्वारा डिसाइड हो सकता है, और मे बी इट कुड बी डिसाइडेड बाय द अप्रोप्रिएट अथॉरिटी हो सकती है, हु इज बेसिकली calculate or assess the what actually the damages occur to the agreed party, and this damages is known as unliquidated damages because this damages is basically assessed by the court and the agreed party. So it means that aggrieved party can sue for the damages. Now the third option, the aggrieved party has to sue for the quantum merit. Quantum merit is basically means to be the a famous poem that proverb is here is as much as much as earn should return back. It means that at the time when the one party of the contract is prevented from finishing his performance of the contract by the other party, he can claim the quantum merit. It means that we can say that the culprit party does not, when the culprit party means the party who is not fulfilling their obligation during the contract, and the culprit party who does not fulfill their obligation and break down the contract, जो breach कर देती है contract को, then agreement the aggrieved party can apply for the quantum merit. तो यहाँ पर quantum merit apply कर सकती है quantum merit के लिए. And so this can be quantum merit क्या होता है, basically reasonable remuneration for the part of the contract he has already performed. It means that we can say that aggrieved party can say that he want quantum merit, means whatever he has done in the contract, the whatever the performance he has done, he want that रेम्यूनरेशन फॉर दैट वर्क. तो जब भी जो काम उसने कर चुका है, एग्रीव पार्टी ने कुछ परफॉर्मेंस अपनी दे चुकी है उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में, एंड the work that he has performed in that contract, he claimed that amount for that contract. तो वो उसको reasonable amount for the work he has already done in the कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो जो काम उसने कर चुका है उसके लिए वो रीजनेबल अमाउंट मांगती है, एंड दैट अमाउंट रीजनेबल वैल्यू दैट ही वांट फ्रॉम द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जो उसने परफॉर्मेंस कर चुकी है उस परफॉर्मेंस के लिए जो भी वो रीजनेबल अमाउंट चाहती है उस अमाउंट के लिए वो क्लेम कर सकती है कोर्ट में. एंड दिस इट मीन्स दैट ही क्लेम फॉर द क्वांटम मेरिट. क्वांटम मेरिट मीन्स ही कैन the aggrieved party can claim for the amount of that amount of the work that he have performed during in the contract. तो जो काम उसने कर चुका है उसके लिए वो क्लेम कर सकती है, उसके लिए वो अमाउंट मांग सकती है फ्रॉम द कल्प्रिट पार्टी से, वो अमाउंट मांग सकती है. नाउ द फोर्थ ऑप्शन दैट एग्रीड पार्टी हैज the a solution that during after the breach of the contract, the quantum period के पास जो फोर्थ ऑप्शन रहता है स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस. It means they insist to carry out the agreement. It means that this is one of the means that it means that the party in a breach will actually have to perform or carry out his duty. That it means that one party has not fulfilled their obligation in the contract as per the terms and condition, and this party have to fulfill their obligation. So in such case, in such solution, specific performance can be carried out by the culprit party. तो culprit party को court insist कर सकता है, order दे सकता है that the court may insist the culprit party to carry out the agreement, and if any of the party fail to perform the contract, the court may order them to do so. तो यहाँ पर बेसिकली जो पार्टी अपना काम कल अपने ऑब्लिगेशन फुलफिल नहीं करती, तो यहाँ बेसिकली कोर्ट में इंसिस्ट द party who is not fulfill their obligation and insists them to fulfill their obligation as per the contract. तो उसको इंसिस्ट कर सकती है कि वो अपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में जो भी ऑब्लिगेशन उसे फुलफिल करे एंड टू परफॉर्म देयर स्पेसिफिक टास्क ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो उसको इंसिस्ट कर सकती है कि अपने काम को पूरा कंप्लीटली करे. लेट सपोज ए ने बी को कहा है कि मैं आपका काम कर लूंगा, और यहाँ पर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो गया है कि बी ने ए काम करेगा बी का, बट एक्चुअली में एट द टाइम ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ए ने मना कर दिया. तो यहाँ पर स्यू फॉर द स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस में बी पार्टी मीन्स एग्री पार्टी का यह ऑप्शन है कि थ्रू द कोर्ट ही कैन ऑर्डर द ए टू परफॉर्म हिज टास्क और द ड्यूटीज विच इज एक्चुअली ही हैज टू परफॉर्म. तो उसको जो परफॉर्म करनी थी वो उससे काम करवा सकती है थ्रू दिस एक्शन, थ्रू दिस स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस he can insist the other A party to fulfill their obligation in the contract. Then of last option, the aggrieved party has to in the breach of the contract. This is the last solution the aggrieved party has to that. Sue for the injection and order by the court commanding and prohibiting a specific action. This is one of the most important thing is there, that it is a specific performance, or you can say that the court can prohibit the person. The most important thing that the court can prohibit a person to do a specific action. तो यहाँ पर aggrieved party के through the court can do a injection. It means that court can order the culprit party कल्प्रिट पार्टी को कोर्ट ऑर्डर दे सकता है कि देन ही कैन नॉट ही इज बेसिकली प्रोहिबिटेड फॉर अ सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ एक्शन. तो उसको कुछ सालों के लिए कुछ काम के लिए पर्टिकुलर के लिए उसको रेस्ट्रेन कर सकते हैं. और यू कैन से द स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस, or you can say the prohibited the culprit party to do a particular act, or restrain a culprit party to do a act फॉर अ सर्टेन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. तो उसको कुछ सालों के लिए प्रोहिबिट कर सकते हैं, रेस्ट्रेन कर सकते हैं टू डू अ स्पेसिफिक टास्क. तो वो कई सालों तक वो कुछ काम को नहीं करेगा. दिस काइंड ऑफ सोल्यूशन इज प्रोवाइडेड टू द एग्री पार्टी. और यहाँ पर बेसिकली इंजेक्शन इसलिए कहा गया है क्योंकि तो यहाँ पर उसको नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट के थ्रू नेगेटिव उसको प्रोहिबिट करके उसे कई सालों के लिए बैन करके यू कैन द एग्रीव पार्टी कैन गेट द सोल्यूशन ऑफ द ब्रीच ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. तो ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तोड़ने की वजह से कल्प्रिट पार्टी को कई सालों के लिए प्रोहिबिट कर सकता है, बैन कर सकते हैं कि वो कुछ पर्टिकुलर एक्शन को नहीं करेगा. एंड दिस इज द सोल्यूशन we have in the Indian Contract Act under the breach of the contract की breach उनमें remedies provided होती है aggrieved party को. That is this all about we have study in this particular session. So this is all about we have study in this session. What we have study about the breach of the contract and how we can what the solution or the remedy for the aggrieved party under the breach of the contract. Thank you, my dear student.